This nursing student never made it home. It was her final day at the maternity ward, as she had just finished a bunch of courses. She had plans to go to Reno, but she never was able to make that trip. Let's start at the beginning. It's the final day at the maternity ward, and she's having this little party with her friends. She's gathering up her stuff, but she has to go to her car to give her coworkers a gift. She runs out to the car, leaving her bag and jacket inside of the hospital. After about an hour, she still wasn't back. Coworkers grew concerned. So they went out to search the parking garage where she parked her car, and her car was not there. As they started to go back inside, what did you know it? Her car came back in the parking garage, but she was not in it. It was some unknown driver, and the car stopped for a moment, and the coworkers started flagging down the car, and the car just sped off. So the coworkers immediately flocked to the police station. The police found blood in the parking spot where her car was. Later, her car and her bag were found a few blocks later, abandoned. Seemingly a couple hours later, friends started getting texts saying, "I'm okay, there's nothing wrong." But her friends knew this was off. So they put out a reward. It started off at $10,000, then went to $65K, and then eventually went to $100,000 with all the donations from their friends and family. So the police started backtracking, and one name kept coming up: Giselle. Giselle hated Michelle because Michelle was friends with her boyfriend Scott. At first, Scott was a suspect, but his alibis and allowing the cops to search his phone showing that he was in the clear. But what did the cops find in his phone? Messages from Giselle popping off threats. So they went and questioned Giselle. Giselle claimed that she was sick and at a different hospital at the time of the murder. So the cops secretly put a GPS on her to watch her every move. They also went to her house and went through her trash. And then out of nowhere, Scott just finds Michelle's phone mysteriously in the back of his car. The cops knew it was put there by Giselle. They also used CCTV footage and caught Giselle using the fake ID badge, sneaking in trying to find Michelle's schedule. It was the one sending those fake texts to all the family and friends. Then the cops found Giselle's DNA on Michelle's steering wheel, and that pretty much wrapped everything up. When they got Giselle's phone, they found computer searches on how to poison someone, how to induce a heart attack. Nearly 3 months later, they found Michelle's body. Unfortunately, it was only the bones they found in the foothills of the San Francisco Bay Area. Giselle was immediately arrested. Giselle tried to claim a fight broke out, but the DA knew this was a lie. During the trial, she had no emotions. She wouldn't take the stand. It was like she didn't care. But the investigation showed that she posed as a student to gain access to a fake ID card. She walked around the hospital during the day as if she were a student, but then came back at night in a white doctor's coat and went specifically to the office and got Michelle's weekly schedule. Then lured her to the garage with a text message. As soon as she got to her car, Giselle strangled Michelle. She was found guilty of first-degree murder and was sentenced to 25 years to life. You will rot in prison, you dirty soul, for destroying such an angel. Michelle, you'll never be forgotten.